The new Leapmotor A05 is one of those cars that makes you stop and look twice. It brings a surprisingly premium cabin, a practical hatchback body, strong everyday usability, and an expected price of roughly 60,000 to 80,000 RMB. But the real question is simple: what is the A05 actually like as a car when you look at it on its own? Welcome back to RLC Auto Channel. For honest, unbiased car reviews, please subscribe and press the bell icon, then set it to all, so you receive notifications first whenever a new car review is uploaded. Today, we're taking an independent look at the new Leapmotor A05. The Leapmotor A05 is a compact electric hatchback and essentially the lower, more streamlined sibling to the A10 SUV. It is slightly longer than you might expect for this class, while its lower body gives it a different character from a taller SUV. One of the biggest advantages of this shape is practicality. The front-wheel drive layout and torsion beam rear suspension free up a significant amount of space at the back, giving the A05 a very sizable boot. The luggage floor can be placed lower when you want maximum cargo space, while another position allows the rear seats to fold down and create a completely flat load floor. There is also useful storage underneath the boot floor, enough to accommodate a full-size carry-on suitcase. That makes the A05 a particularly practical choice for everyday use. The overall design is focused less on complexity and more on making the car useful, compact, and easy to live with. Step inside, and this is where the A05 becomes particularly impressive. The front cabin uses two screens taken from the previous model year Leapmotor B series, along with the same steering wheel. Those components give the interior a much more sophisticated appearance than you might expect from an entry-level model. But the strongest point is not simply the screens, it is the driving position. The A05 gets a four-way adjustable steering wheel, allowing the driver to position it properly for a comfortable driving posture. That makes a meaningful difference to the overall ergonomics. There are some clear cost-saving decisions, though. Wireless phone charging is missing, there is only one dedicated place to put your phone, and the USB-C connection is positioned inside the center console, meaning some of the cable remains visible. The car does have automatic lights, but automatic wipers are not included, and there is no climate control. Instead, the driver has to manually adjust the temperature and fan speed. In the rear, space is reasonable, although the fixed-height front passenger seat provides a better opportunity to slide your feet underneath. With the driver's seat lowered, rear passengers have less space underneath it. There is also a very small rear table that is more useful for holding a small item or hanging a bag than for actually using as a table. One other noticeable omission is the rear wiper, which could be a useful improvement for future versions. Performance and driving experience. Underneath, the A05 uses a front-wheel drive setup with a torsion beam rear suspension. On paper, it is a simple configuration, but simplicity does not automatically mean poor driving dynamics. Leapmotor has demonstrated mature chassis tuning, and the A05 benefits from that experience. For buyers who want the better performing version, the 90-kilowatt model produces 122 horsepower, while the car weighs around 1,420 kilograms. The more powerful version is the one worth choosing, and sport mode becomes particularly useful because it gives the throttle a more responsive character. That extra response can make the car feel more confident when overtaking in traffic. The A05 can also be equipped with a very advanced driver assistance system featuring LiDAR. However, this technology should be approached with some understanding. It is important for drivers to know not only what the system can do, but also where its limitations are. For people who regularly face heavy urban traffic, the system can make driving more relaxed, while buyers on a tighter budget may prefer to rely on the lane-keeping system instead. The A05 is also 75 millimeters lower than the A10 SUV, giving it a lower and more streamlined body. Its official CLTC range is only 5 kilometers greater than the A10, but because CLTC is biased towards relatively low-speed driving, the A05 could potentially show an advantage during higher-speed highway driving. Its lower body and hatchback layout give it a more focused character, while the practical packaging remains one of its strongest qualities. Price, pros and cons, final verdict. The Leapmotor A05 is expected to sit around the 60,000 to 80,000 RMB price range, making its biggest strength the amount of car it offers for that kind of money. The interior looks and feels more sophisticated than expected. The four-way adjustable steering wheel delivers excellent front cabin ergonomics, and the large boot gives the A05 impressive everyday practicality. The 90-kilowatt version provides the performance I would recommend, while the available advanced driver assistance technology adds another level of capability for buyers who understand how to use it. But there are compromises. There is no wireless phone charging, no automatic wipers, no climate control, and the rear cabin has some limitations. The missing rear wiper is also something that should be addressed. Still, the A05 feels like a significant step forward from Leapmotor's earlier entry-level products. It is bigger, better appointed, more practical, more mature, while targeting a price that keeps it accessible. More than anything, the A05 is a car built around sensible priorities: useful space, a comfortable driving position, modern technology, and everyday practicality without unnecessary complexity. If that combination matches what you need, the Leapmotor A05 deserves serious attention. Thanks for watching RLC Auto Channel. If you enjoyed this review, keep watching and head over to the next video on your screen for another honest look at a new car.